Welcome back to Over 30s Gaming. I got, of course, the O3G crew in Discord in here as well. They're all here to talk about the new Railen. Behind the ship Star Citizen, GATAC Railen.
Welcome to the
Now, of course, my friend Work Release here has said that it is definitely a ship to behold. Let's call this sucker up.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now, luckily, due to Work Release, I found out it is in a large hangar. So, luckily, we already are in a large hangar. So, got to do, of course, the good old show hints, because that's still broke, even with this patch. And here it comes. Wow, look at that. That looks nice.
Take your Kleenexes with you when you go up into the crew quarters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because videos don't do it justice.
Ooh. Now, she spread eagle on the back, but as we know, that is to make it to where you can use these two tractor beams from supposedly the top
From the bridge.
From the bridge, yes. Thank you, Work. And so that way you can use it both. Oh, look at that. It has like a purple shimmer on it. What is that? What is that purple shimmer? That looks really cool. Wow, that is really cool. Is that like the purple magnetic shimmer or something? All right. So we can see here this landing gear comes down, and of course it is all done by magnets or magnetism. As we can see, there's no actual technically moving parts.
Space voodoo.
Yep, space voodoo from the Cyan. And of course we have the same with what? You're telling me CIG listened to us? The elevator button is on the leg at an actual height for us to click. Oh, come on, CIG. You can't be doing great things now. What? That is crazy. Oh man. All right. So we can see the front. This, thank heavens, does not work like the fighter and actually sits properly. Loving it. And then the top wings come down and actually work as legs. I'm loving that fact. Oh, I can't get over this button. I wonder what this button over here is for, because that's a button too. Let's see what this is probably the fuel port. I think that's a fuel port. I don't know. It didn't really come out like a fuel port, but I got a feeling that's a fuel port. That's still really cool. All right, let's hit this best placed elevator button to date on, I would have to say, almost every ship out there, because it actually feels like you can actually legitimately touch this. Not like the one on the Carrack, not like on the one on Idris, not like the one on the Polaris. I mean, not like the one on the
C2.
The C2 or the what's the ship you like? The big other ship that tears shit apart.
Oh, Reclaimer? Yeah.
The Reclaimer. This actually feels like it works. And look, the button, look at the distance away from the elevator the button is. I have no problem with that because the button looks like it should actually be there. Oh my goodness. All right, now let's... Ooh, I like this. Magnetic stairs. One single button. I can get behind that. Oh, and then the rail comes up. Oh, it looks like maybe the stairs turn into the rail. I don't know. Now, I think it would have been really cool if the door, instead of being solid, in this center part right here would have been a window. I think that would have been fantastic. All right, so we got a button here. That's probably for the elevator. What's this button for? All right, the door only. Oh, so it can kind of be used like a escape hatch. All right, I can get behind that. That is... All right, someone in CIG, when they made this ship, was actually having a thought process. All right, and of course we got our suit lockers down here on the first level. Our magnetic gun holders, very nice. We saw that in the video. Man, this ship has a lot of moving parts, and I'm actually surprised it's all really working. All right, what does this button do? Is it a button? All right, I have no idea what those 3 buttons did, but... Oh, lights maybe? Huh. All right, well. And another weapons rack here. I really like this because, you know, this actually feels like it's its own individual space to where you're supposed to get ready to go out of the ship. All right. All right, now this is, of course, an elevator. Let's take it up to the 2nd floor. Get the tissues ready, as work said. All right, so now this is the living area. All right, we're going to walk straight here to the dining room table. All right, floating seats. I like it. We sit really good at the table, and the table feels like it actually fits a human being. I like it. I can get behind it. All right, and then we got... What is this? I don't know. Maybe that's supposed to be something in the future. I don't know. Oh, it has some weird noise going on in here. But this isn't supposed to be manned by, of course, the Zayan, which I'm currently in that outfit, the turtle people. So I fit inside the ship. The ship should feel like its owner is home. Look at that floor. See, I wish they did a living floor like this in some of our human ships. I really think this would be really good, especially with like the digital butterflies. I really like that, man. All right, now this is, of course, the turtle eating pod things. That's normal. We got this flowing digital waterfall. It almost looks like digital rocks moving, but it is supposed to be water.
One side's waterfall, but it's like water over stone.
Yeah.
Metal or something.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And then we have our food processing units here. Now this one looks human. This one is a 3D printer for food, I guess. I don't know. And then we have this other one. Now, I don't know how I feel about the distance in between these two. From my hands, I think the distance looks a little far, especially with this thing coming out, but it's definitely doable. All right. Now, look at this floor. Now we got the ocean bottom with digital fish. Loving it. Oh, that is so cool. And then we have another... Oh, we got the GATAC emblem here with another waterfall. All right, let's open up this door here. And we have... a urinal? Is that a urinal? Or a sink? Alright, so there's the toilet and the toilet paper. Alright, awesome. So, of course, we're in the bathroom. I guess maybe that's some new age style sink. And that's the shower head. Oh, rainfall shower type. Okay. And then this is the shower pan. Alright, I can get behind it. That looks cool. Now, this is probably the same over here, I guess. 2 bathrooms. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is it's a little dark, but I guess that's understandable. Like, you would think there'd be a little bit more of a light over the sink. I would like a little bit more light over the sink of what I'm doing, but, you know, it is what it is.
All the lighting's messed up in the ships right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not bad, though. For being messed up, it's not actually bad.
Because like when I first went into mine, it was lit up just right. And then after I flew it once and called it back up, all the lights were fucked.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't look horrible right now. All right, now we have... Ooh, an automatic door. Loving it. Oh, we got a window outside. Nice. Oh, we got the turret here. What are these things? Oh, these are escape pods. I would put my money on that these two things right here are escape pods. Don't currently have a button for them, but I would put money on that they are escape pods. Now let's look at the turret. Oh, increase reset sensitivity. All right, well, let's see how this works. Now they are man turrets. We got roller balls. Sensitivity, exit, MFD. All right, I think the MFD power. Oh.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Okay. Oh, I kind of like how that looks. Let's give it some power. All right, so we got coolers. All right, I don't know how I know about these pips, but
Shields off.
I like the pips for the weapons because they look a little bit more allocatable than these other pips. I don't know how I like these ones, how the way these look. I like the way that when they look off because it really shows you that they're off. But I don't like these big ones right here where it kind of does like that. I don't like that. All right, let's see. Oh, I like that. All right, that's not horrible. I like this turret. I think the turret setup on this is nice. All right. I like the fact that it does put you in like a separate room for the turret. So it's kind of off by itself. Alright, so of course then, let's double check. Let's make sure the sides are correct. Alright, the sides are correct, so 2 more escape pods. And then another turret in another window. Alright. Yeah, see now all the lights are red. Yeah, so the lights are definitely fucked. Alright, so this is the elevator. So the elevator kind of like does a ceiling off of the areas. Alright, that's kind of cool. Alright, now let's see what's to the back of this. Oh, look at that. Oh, those butterflies are coming in really good. And the plants on the wall. Oh, look at the colors. Alright, and so we have 4 beds. Alright, so the ship is made for 4. Let's double check. Let's go to the actual stuff. Max Crew 4. So yes, this is Max Crew 4. And it says it's a medium freight, medium-sized ship. But I don't see it fitting in a medium hangar with how wide those legs come out. But I guess we would have to technically see. So, all right. Now we will go up to the bridge. That was very nice. I love the walls. All right, it is definitely sealing off the area. I really like that, how that works. All right, so we have the docking collar to the back and another suit room. All right, I'm really liking that it has double suit rooms. That is actually really cool. And then let's see how the docking collar works. Oh, it just kind of moves out of the way. It doesn't go out like the Perseus. I thought it would have maybe a little bit of a going out feature like they did in the Perseus, but it does not. Okay. Not bad, though. Not bad. I mean, it's new age tech, but it is hard to believe that something that thin protects you from the outside. Alright. Alright, let's see. What is this door? Alright, so we got our component area. This is our number one component areas. Okay. Oh, that's going to be the future battery area. I'll tell you that already. Oh, size 3 shields. I like the size 3 shields. One power plant, though. That's different.
Yes, not enough.
Alright, let's see. Oh, and the size 3 coolers, it looks. So you have one power plant in. Alright, I don't know how. I think I'm with work on this one. I don't think I totally agree on that. Oh, yeah, of course, I'm going to have to learn Zion to be able to operate these doors and the lights. Alright, so we have. Okay, so the issue I can somewhat already see with this seat, I mean with the cockpit, which now that I'm reading it, it kind of makes sense. So I take that back. Alright, so we have our pilot seat, our co-pilot seat, our tractor beam operator, and then our tractor beam operator. The ship is made for 4 people, so you could have all 4 here in the cockpit. You just wouldn't have guards in the turrets. Or you can have the pilot, the co-pilot, and then your 2 gunners. I mean, the ship is built for 4 people.
You can fly from the co-pilot seat also.
Oh, nice. Like jump and everything too?
Yep.
That is wicked. Alright, so even the gravitational beam turrets get to sit up front. That's kind of cool. Oh man, you really do have good view back here on this lake to be able to hit what's currently on there. Just have to make sure the distance works. Okay. Alright. I like the fact that they also get a window seat as well. That's kind of cool instead of them just sitting all the way in the back. Alright, let's get in the pilot seat. Alright. Alright, here we go. Main power up.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Ooh, I like the power-up noises. Almost sounds like it's actually coming alive. That's really cool.
Engines off. Engines on.
Alright, the sound team did really good on the noise. I love the sound for the engines. I love the MFD, how the MFD is set up. It looks really good. Alright, let's see if we can get out of the hangar. I guess maybe that could fit in. No, that's a large ship. There's no way this would fit in a medium hangar. Maybe though. That looks too big for a medium hangar though. Or it'd be like the carrick and scrape in the sides. Alright, so right alt in is not working, so we're gonna come to comms. Go to friends. Spaceport. Alright, we are now cleared for takeoff. Oh, so we only have access to 2 weapons, but I swear, I thought I saw 4 on the front.
You get 4 once you pick up the landing gear.
Oh, once you pick up the landing gear, we get 4? Alright. So we'll take off.
Launch complete.
Oh, that sounds really nice. Alright, taking up the landing gear. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, yep. Now we have all 4. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I like it. I'm liking that. Little offset of the seat. Not a big deal. Which sounds really nice, too.
Bye, and thank you for visiting New Babbage.
Alright, got a little bit of a whine of a motor. Not bad, though. She sounds like... I think they could have made the actual thrust going forward a little bit smoother sounding, because it does look like she sounds like she's puttering just a little bit. Like she's like maybe a little bit of a struggle. Ooh, okay. Alright, getting up to space. Now the boost sounds like it's building up instead of actually draining. I like that. And then a quick wind down. All right, that has some good sound to it. I'm liking that. Alright, so the quantum drive sounds like any other quantum drive. Alright. Here we go. Normal spool.
Quantum travel engaged.
Ooh. I like the teal. Oh, that looks nice. Dust off cloud. Oh man. Oh, and you still got the haze in the back from, I guess, the mag lift. That's not bad looking. I like that. Work, is there a deploy button for the shields?
Yeah.
What?
Press F, look down, far left.
Oh yeah, cargo right there. Deploy. Oh, that actually... Oh, wow. That actually looks really cool. It looks really cool, but I will definitely have to say it actually looks cooler without any kind of cargo on it, and then without the shields deployed.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, let's take her back. Full review of the GATAC Railen. Yeah, it does. 5. I do like the blanket kind of paint job. Ooh, look at how the sun beams right off of that too. Man, that is a beautiful purple.
Yeah, I got the black one on mine right now.
All right, now let's go land this thing at New BB.
The white one looks really nice on it too.
Oh, really? Did you get one too?
I have the subscriber one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just bought a paint job?
I haven't bought the paint job. I've seen it though. It looks
okay.
really nice.
All right, there's New Babbage. All right, now we're gonna get to see what we saw. Quantum. Now let's see subquantum. Oh, it still gives you the nice teal outlook, even in sub quantum. And you can see you have two main engine pods on the top and then on the bottom, as well as each wing is its own engine pod. That's really nice. Some big engine pods. Oh, I like how that lights up.
I just wonder how it's gonna fly when you lose one.
Oh, yeah. And it lights up. They actually did adjustable lighting on the engine pods. And the smoke coming off. Oh man. All right, so the design team was really on this ship. I do have to say though, I wish it did have another window at the bottom. I like the top window and then the two side windows, but I really do wish it had another window. Maybe even in the back, but that is a door in the back, so I understand that.
If you look at mine, that's the black.
All right, let's take a look at Works Black. That's the black one. Oh, wow, that is really black. Oh, with the highlights of purple, though? Oh, that looks really cool. That does. Oh, yeah, can you turn around, too, so we can see the front in the light? Oh, that looks really nice. Oh, wow. Oh, and it kind of has that stony kind of look that they talked about. Oh, that looks really cool. And that front face shield glass is just on point. All right. Well, that's the black paint job, everyone. All right, now let's get this Railen landed. And then take a look at the sister ship. Oh, that's really cool. How the legs come down and you actually see them come down in front of the screen. That is actually really cool. I like that.
Great. Your vehicle should be all set.
All right.
Engines off.
GATAC rails. Well, now we got normal lights too. Oh, so let's see what happened. Oh, so when the elevator is not here, you can actually still jump down. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that. Man, look at these walls though. I can't get over these walls in the car, the sleeping area. Man, that's nice. All right, let's jump this. All right. So that's still a full go through. Now, the only thing I don't like about that is your number one areas aren't compartmentalized in case if someone shoots out the elevator door.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, because so the elevator goes for all 3 floors. There's no compartmentalization between it. So if they shoot out the main door to the elevator at the front of the ship, the main section of the ship will decompress. All right, so let's go ahead and go over, while we're waiting for all of this, the actual ship systems. All right, so as we can see, weapons 4 size 4, which are here, and then 2x2 size 4 turrets. All right, so this ship has all size 4 weapons. So we have a total of 8 size 4 weapons. It's not bad for a cargo hauler. That's really not bad for a cargo hauler. If you can think about how many weapons are on the Hull B and on the the Ares? The Hermes. I have to say 8 size 4 hardpoints is really good. I mean, this thing's stacked if you think about it towards cargo hauling with weapons. And then, of course, we have 16 size 1 missiles. Like, holy crap. That's a lot of size 1 missiles. And then we have 4 size 2 missiles. Which, that's not bad. But I think I would have them rather gone, instead of 16 size 1s, I would have rather them drop those size 1s 4 each. And then given me, let's just be gracious on the size, giving me 6 size 3s. That would have been really epic for this ship. All right, so the number one thing we're worried about, 640 SCU. That's quite a bit of cargo. Now, just remember, though, the Hermes, you could stack cargo, free-floating cargo in that ship, not be a problem. This ship, if it don't fit on the grid, you aren't taking it because it's on the outside, just like the Hull B. You're not free stacking cargo. You might be able to free stack some 1 SU cargo on the elevator and put it in the main bottom of the ship, but I think that's as far as you're going to go. I don't think... I'm sorry?
It'll go up further.
Well, yeah.
Ask Work about the Geo.
What about the Geo work?
So the Atlas doesn't exactly grab onto the grid.
Uh-huh.
It magically uses alien voodoo and teleports into the crew quarters.
It uses alien voodoo and teleports into the crew quarters?
Yeah.
Can you get it back out, or is it just stuck there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can, as long as you grab it with the tractor beam, you can pull it right back out of the ship.
Oh, God, alien voodoo.
I don't know how it fits, but it should.
Shit. All right. 1 radar, 1 computer. That's normal. All right. Propulsion. 2 fuel tanks and 2 fuel intakes. All right. So that's normal. You got that bottom fuel intake, and then you probably got the one on the top in case you want to refuel. 1 quantum drive, 1 quantum fuel tank at 5M. That's quite a bit of fuel. 1 jump module, normal. Thruster, 6 main, 2 retro, 4 gimbal, 4 fixed, and 2 VTOL. All right. 2 coolers, 1 power plant, which Work says is not enough power for this ship. And after I saw the pips and how they were working, I can actually agree with that. You're really going to have to go for that that top tier power plant. that gives you the most amount of pips for this ship.
I have a JS400 and I had to switch the guns to ballistics, and it's just barely enough.
There you go. You heard it first from Work Release 20, already testing out the ship for us. 2 shield generators. Is that using the military size shield generators or no?
I have not yet. So
now,
far,
do
I'm
they
still
do
using-
they require more pips or less pips?
You can put less pips in them. I'm debating on using stealth coolers.
All right. Oh yeah, making a total stealth. That'd be kind of cool. All right, and then of course we already went over the hard points, and of course the 2 tractor beams on the legs. All right, so we are back in the game, and of course it put us there and put the Railen literally already on the pad. That's really nice. All right, let's store that.
Welcome.
GATAC Tyilui. Oh, now everyone. So all snub fighters can fit in this one. They showed a video of almost practically every snub fighter going to the back of this next of the Tyilui, or however you want to call it. Even the Pitbull, which I find very interesting and very cool. They actually did a video where all 4 Pitbulls were actually flying out of the thing. So I actually thought that was really cool, as well as, of course, the other snub fighters too. So I don't know about the little bit longer snub fighter. We would have to see about that one, the one that is on the Connies. But I do know for a fact the Furies, all Fury variants, and of course the Pitbull, because the Pitbull and the Furies are all in the same hitbox. So they all fit in this ship.
I saw something earlier that if you don't put them in the spots, you can fit a much bigger ship in there because of how big it is.
Oh.
I think that they had like a 325i in it.
I think you could easily fit a Pisces in it, that's for sure. That looks like a really big door. Oh, work. I see what you're saying. The paint job on this, it's like a marbleized teal blue pearlescent. That I can understand. This should be a paint job all by itself. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring down the elevator. Should be no change at the main aspect of the ship, because it is literally a sister variant. Now, from what I've heard, it's not like the Wolf series. I don't think the paint jobs are interchangeable. I'm sorry?
They're not.
All right, so
I would have kept that one too.
yeah, the paint jobs are not interchangeable, which is kind of sad, because you would think that if they did this like the Wolf series, the paint jobs would be interchangeable, but they are not, which is a little disappointing. All right, so
You guys have a good night.
you too, brother. So we already do have a change. There's no suit lockers down here at the bottom level. So they changed the area, so we now have like a little suit locker area. And now we're back in the cargo hangar already. And look at the purple light. Alright, now I saw a guy. Oh man, that's a little disorienting. Now, they had the guy running a little bit smoother. I guess you actually kind of have to run with it. But they didn't lie when they said 0G. Well, not really 0G. Let's see here. Alright, so each little area probably has its own little gravitational pull. And it has a grav beam in the center. Alright, that's cool. What does this button do? Alright, so that button there, I wonder if each one has its own button to open up the... Wow, that... Okay, I like that. Each little landing pad in here has its own button. For it. And as you guys can see, I am currently upside down. Now, this is another cargo grid lock area. This holds 96 SCU in the center, which is encapsulated. Which is, I think that's just as much as the Perseus, if I'm not mistaken. And so it does have that like little doorway you got to crouch to get through. I mean, that's not bad. All right, let's get reoriented. All right, so now we are right side up. Now, they did say 0G, but, I'm not really feeling any 0Gs. So, I think it's a little bit of a misnomer. I think it's just a gravitational pull area. But I guess we would have to see if we got out in the center of this, if it was where all the gravitational forces combine in the center, if it actually creates a 0G kind of area. But as you can see too, the landing pads, there's 4 of them, and they're pretty close together on the sides. And then you actually have to get on the track to reorient yourself. Alright, now we're going to leave that open because we are going to do a little test here. Alright, so we got 4. Let's go up one more floor. Make sure. So they did change the bottom. No change mid. And all right. I think they took out the docking collar to the back. Let's double check down one more. Which would make sense because now you got that big old pod back there. So they did. They took out the docking collar to the back in this one. Which makes sense because you have that big old collar back there. So that makes me wonder if there is a kind of a docking collar on that back portion. Let's double check just in case. Which I don't think there is going to be. I think this variant probably doesn't have a docking collar.
I don't believe it does.
Yeah, I don't think it does. And the ship inside here kind of looks like it's alive almost. That's really kind of cool. All right. So let's go test this. Now, I didn't buy a Pipple when they came out. So I can't test. I don't have any snubbies. But I do have the Pisces. Now, and from what you heard, supposedly a 300i can fit in there. Now, Huh?
You have a Salvation?
Yeah.
Everybody was asking about that. I don't know if it'll fit.
Well, we can test the Salvi. All right, so everyone was curious about the Salvation. You know what? If you think about this, carrying this around with the Salvation would actually be a really good hauling ship. I could definitely get behind that. Now, I can tell you from looking at the Pisces that looking at that door, the Salvation's going to fit. Now, how it's going to fit is the question. All right, so let's go ahead and call up the Salvation, because we do happen to have that. And then we have the Salvation. I currently have the Salvation stored in my other ship. As you can see, it says stored, New Babbage, plane. I don't know how much of an issue this is going to cause, but doing it. But for my viewers, I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's going to hurt a little bit, but we'll have to figure if that's going to screw up, and I'll have to find some way to get that ship now out of my Carrack. Well, we'll find someone else who has a tractor beam who can come and tractor that right out of the Carrack.
I just boom tube it.
You'll boom tube it? Yeah, well, we all know Work loves his boom tubes. Yeah, and I'm sorry for the extra long video, but I will be cutting this video. Now, if this Salvation can fit, the Pisces can fit. So let's compare sizes. As you guys can see, the Pisces and the Salvation is bigger than the Pisces. So if we can get the Salvation to fit, the Pisces will fit. I'm actually surprised.
Salvation barely fits in the Perseus.
Oh, I haven't tried it in the Perseus.
You gotta go in at an angle.
Your vehicle has replaced visitor.
Alright, now the other thing I forgot to check. Is there a way to open up? Alright, so I don't think there's a way to open up that door from down here. Which I actually kind of, some people say they might not like. I actually kind of like that idea. Because you don't want a ship too easy to enter. And I mean, I just can't get over the fact that they actually put a real life button on the landing leg that you can actually touch instead of just a randomized F floating in the air on this ship. Which, I mean, they could have done it. It would have been totally justifiable. They'd be like, it's an alien ship. It's alien voodoo. Like Work said.
Space voodoo.
Space voodoo. All right. And I mean, if you think about it, I've done more work to put a ship in the Carrack than I just did for this. So this actually isn't that bad. And if you think about it, if you can land the Salvation in this ship, that would mean that this would be one of the best light salvagers because it can hold 96 SU. Now, we don't know if parking this thing is going to take up some of that 96 SU. But even if you could do 45 SCU in this ship, it wouldn't be that bad because you're going to be landing in an area where you can actually take it out. Unlike the Carrot, you have to land it in the top hangar and put the cargo in the bottom. So we're going to leave the landing gear out. Oh yeah, the entrance is definitely big enough for this. Easy. And as we can see, in space, the inside of this cargo, we have a force field, just like the Polaris, on a supposedly medium ship. It looks like a large ship to me.
It's large.
It is large. Okay. Work says it is large, only comes up in a large hangar, which is weird because on the website they say medium.
They changed it this morning.
Oh, they changed it this morning? Okay.
Yeah.
So we can see that this area will have its own oxygen atmosphere, which is really cool. So we're going through the force field. And as you can see, clearly fit so far. All we got to do is get past the wide hips of this thing. All right, we are past the hips. However, we are all the way in, but the engine still sticks out a little bit. Now, let's see if we can maneuver this a little bit. Parking here sideways. All right, look at that. She did park. Oh, she parked right on the beams. The legs literally hit the beams perfectly. Let's see if we can get out. Let's see if we can get out. It looks like it's going to put us right out on this pad. That's nasty. That's nasty. Wow. The Salvation fits. It almost looks like it was meant to land there. Look at how those legs are. It literally looks like it was meant to fit. All right, let's shut the door just to double make sure. Wow. All right, so you can fit the Salvation inside of this ship. And it looks like, let's see here. It looks like you would still have room at the bottom to at least stack, maybe even too high. I would say you might even be able to go too high. Maybe not right in this one spot right here, but definitely over here. I think you could possibly go too high. If not, you would go only one high there, and then let's check the top. And you could definitely, oh, there's so much room up here. You could definitely stack all you could stack right here. So that does work. So if the Salvation fits, you know for a fact the Pisces will fit. All right, let's open up the door. Because it is kind of an awkward position. But it did do it. Got a little clang, a little bit of clang, a little bit of clang.
Engines.
She does take back off. So now we just have to make sure. So she does take a little maneuvering, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm actually being a little gracious with my movements. she comes right out. That works, everyone. You can fit a salvation in that back area very nicely with minimal effort. Not too difficult. I would even say that could be a new game loop for you to make things a little bit easier, because then you could print the cargo out and maybe even use that grav in there to pull it out. Or if you even have someone else, you got that grav gun back there, you could have someone just sitting on the grav gun, come back, put the back end in, pull the stuff right off and put it up. Alright, we now have 4 size 4 weapons at the front, which we do know about. We have the 2 size 4 on the sides, so we are now 6 size 4s, and then you have this extra little remote turret in the back of 2 size 3s, and it carries 96 SCU. I'd have to say that's not bad. That's not bad for a ship. 96 SCU. Now, if you also think about it, that cargo area has 4 landing pads on it. So, if you're not carrying snub fighters or another ship inside of that, that 96 could have just become, depending if you're what size cargo you're doing in free space and how much you can actually hold before it starts to despawn. But if you can do an extra 30 items on this ship that are considered free flow items, your cargo space is now just drastically increased. You could probably shove as many 32 SCU containers in there to your heart's content. I would easily say that you could go from 96 to easily 400 with how much space is in the back of that ship. Now, don't quote me on that, because I have seen work shove 900 SCU into a 400 SCU ship. So I know things can be done and watch someone be like, it says 96. Well, I'll put 1,000 SCU in it. So, I mean, I know for a fact things can be done. And I think that these 2 ships together are a really good pair of doing it. Now, if you want secured cargo, can't be shot off, and you want to have some freedom to be able to do things, go ahead and get the Tyilui, and that would be your go-to. If you are just looking at doing cargo hauling and ease of cargo hauling and departure of cargo hauling, you're going to want to go for the good old Railen, because you know for a fact you're getting 640 SCU of locked down secured SCU. You know for a fact you're not going to lose it if you go through a wormhole. 2 beautiful ships added to the verse for Alien Week from GATAC Manufacturing. And I have to say, the way these ships fly is just masterful, and I am so glad they didn't do vertical takeoff and landing with these ships, and they made them look natural. So we are here to push this through the numbers, everybody. Alright, so we got good reaction speed, good boost. Size 4s do good damage. I gotta figure out the whole pip. I'm not liking this. Alright, I'm not having a pip. That's the lag pip or whatever.
Target destroyed.
That was a long, painful fight. I gotta find another ship. Alright, we got to figure this out. Alright, so we have...
Contact.
no power configuration possible. On, off. So that's all you have. And look, I had pips disappear.
Contact. Attack on shields.
Oh, now we have pips. Alright.
Damn it!
So there was a issue. Alright, so how are these pips? I think that's the lag pips, where I'd rather shoot. Now this is just me trying to figure out what I like. Where's he shooting? Alright. So there we go. Alright, that's what I like right there. Alright, so I do like the pips the way they are, but since I got scattered pips, I think that's because of the different ways these guns shoot. And I'm thinking that the ship isn't that bad. Now, is it meant for fighting? But can it do some damage? Yes.
Shields on.
Alright, now we have shields on. We know we're going to have pips the way we want them. So we're going to see how many pips. Alright, so we got 3 pips available with 1 cooler off. So it looks like that is 3 dots, but to be safe, we're going to go and have 4 extra pips available. So it is 4 pips for the cooler. Man, that is so many pips. That is nuts. Alright, so 3 lines. See, this is why I don't like those lines. I think those lines are a little garbage. To be honest with you, we're gonna run both coolers at minimum. I really don't like how this pip setup is now that I'm having to see it in real life. I don't like how it is. I could probably get used to it, but that doesn't mean I like the way it shows up in the other ships. I don't like the way where 3 lines is actually 4 pips. Like, I mean, if you're thinking about above and below the lines, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 4, but that doesn't mean that that's a satisfactory answer where you have to kind of guesstimate of where these pips are located. And the other thing is work was not lying. The power ratio on this ship sucks. It should have another generator on it. But like you said, it's not built for fighting. Like, that's not the purpose of it.
Attack on shields.
Alright, so we're gonna see how well we can do. I'm gonna give it my best. As you guys know, I'm usually in an M80. We're gonna chase down this one.
Low. Target destroyed.
Alright, well, he decided to blow himself up on my ship, which I find very cool because that means I sustained the hit and didn't take much damage. And the level 3 shields is actually holding up somewhat kind of good. I will say though, chasing this guy down sucks, but the level 4s are doing their job.
Attack on shields.
I'm trying to see if I can't spin quick enough for this guy. Not too bad. More struggling than I'm really willing to deal with. I do have to say, I am appreciating the deadbolts with the laser cannons.
Weapon empty. Weapon empty.
But see now, not enough bullets, but I mean, we were really struggling on that last one. See, we gotta try to keep it balanced.
Attack on shields.
Can't let that guy get
Target
his shields back.
destroyed.
All right. So as we can see, fighting, it's not a fighting ship. We already know that. This is a cargo hauler. Even the other one is a hauler. It's a aircraft carrier is what they're calling it. So not bad. It can defend itself, but make sure you have enough ammo. I guess the other question would be if refuel and rearm is actually available on this ship. At least on the other variant, especially for the little fighters. I think since the Carrack has it, and this is supposed to carry 4, I would suspect so, especially since it has 96 SU capability. I can't guarantee that right now. Gonna have to be something I look up, but this is your complete review of the GATAC Railen. So, thank you for coming and watching this review on the 2 new GATAC ships. And until next time, gamers, don't forget to keep on gaming, to always have fun, and if you fly in the verse, fly dangerously.